Hello, Group 1. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's take a look at your message and what this card has to say to you. It has the number 16, and the message is, the things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. And it also says, the awakened dead, resilience, nirvana, self-appreciation. Okay, so this gives me major tower energy for you, that you've gone through a lot and life has been going up and down, and you have allowed life to play itself out, and you've done your best to stay centered, to understand what the lesson is, what you can take out of it. But mostly I'm getting for you that you are so ready for this phase to be over and to start getting some like muscles and skin and just the outside of you to get ready, to get done also. Like, you know that you've done your best, you know what you're capable of, you know how well you have cooperated with life when life has been quite messy and chaotic. But you also know that you can do other areas of life, other aspects of life, and that is what you're now curious about, and that is what your reading is all about when it comes to what the thumbnail said, that something will soon come into your life, you will soon have something and it will feel like home. What I'm getting for you is actually the newfound connection to yourself. That is what will feel like home, and how it will affect the way that things start to shape up for you on your outside. So you've definitely gone through a lot of things. What is to come for you is a sense of stability, self-reliance, and maybe even as much as like a new identity also. So let's get some tarot cards out. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Cups. You know, when it's been turbulent, you could have actually felt alone. You could have felt abandoned. We have the Five of Wands underneath the deck. And you could have felt actually that what is going on is not right. Like, I almost feel like you, of course you did your best, okay? But also you're like, I don't agree with what is happening. There are things happening that I'm not even able to draw out the lesson from. Like, what am I supposed to learn when things are this chaotic? Like, are you kidding me? Like, am I supposed to build myself up and take care of myself when things are like this? Like, this isn't fair. And just for you to know that your assessment is correct, when you feel like that, that is actually you gaining this new sense of respect for yourself, a new sense of you, even like just the foundation of you has changed so much that you don't even allow life to show up in those ways and just accepting it, or like, okay, I will be obedient, I will be submissive. You're like, I'm done with that. Like, I don't accept this anymore. And the thing is that life is still a bit immature in its aspect and how it's meeting you, but life will mature and become much more suited for you and start to react with you, that you've actually learned what you deserve and how to be treated, not just by other people, but also by life, okay? Just give life a little bit more time to settle and to keep up with you and to get to where you are right now. And we got books. You connect your life purpose through your involvement with books. Yeah. Oh. And we got Knossos. Okay. So here's the thing. What your reading wants you to know is that you will be your safest space. You will be your strongest ally. You will have your back. You've gone through some very specific things that have actually put you in the center of the arena, in the center. You've been the star of the play, and everything has been looking at you. Everything has been centered around you, a lot of energy, and that could have been also very intense and heavy energy, just been pointing towards you. The reason for that is for you to gain knowledge about you, how wonderful you are, what you're truly capable of. But most importantly, it has been to get you to that place where you know what you deserve. It has been happening to get you to learn how to say no to life, no to other people, no to energies, no to entities, no to bosses, because you're like, I'm actually too good for this. That's like a simple statement, okay? No values about it, if it's cocky or if it's too much. It's actually quite simple. I'm too good for what is going on right now. And that is something you should write and read it to yourself and just instill in you just more and more and more, because that will become your foundation. And the way you will operate life and yourself will be from that foundation. And that is where you will find yourself have risen above the circumstances now, but also risen to meet new opportunities that are coming to you. We have anger. Yeah, there is actually healthy anger. And I think that with the Tower and the Mars energy that is connected to the Tower card that I'm seeing in this card, it's like life is almost knowingly and consciously trying to bug you, trying to annoy you, trying to be like, the pebble in your shoe, until you're like, I'm done. Like, no, I'm too good for this. Why should I experience this? Why should this happen to me? No, 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 no. That type of anger that actually helps you set a boundary in a very of course type of manner, You also have peace. Yeah, so listen, the state you're in right now, where you can be frustrated and angry, and even if that is your right to be, and that is what the lesson has been all about, it is still quite an intense space to be in, right? And I totally get it if you're like, can I just rest? Can I just be at peace? Yes, you will. There will come a lot more harmony into your life. And one sign for you to look out for you to know that, oh, now the tide is shifting, it is that you will start to experience this harmony in your relationships. That will be the first area in your life that will be like that will be giving you the sign that now things are changing. Good for you that you were angry, but you're not supposed to stay in this state for long. You're supposed to move into harmony, peace, security and safety, that you will know that it is safe to be you, it is okay to be you. It will actually turn out great to be you. We got Judgment. Yeah, it's type of an awakening, you know. Usually, not always, but mostly, it is the hard circumstances and the difficult emotions that will work as a catalysator, or what's the word? That will trigger you to become better and better and even more who you're supposed to be. When I say better and better, I'm not saying in any way that you haven't always been the best. You have. But what looks to be here that has been a bit unbalanced is how much you've been able to work yourself out in your everyday life, to be who you truly are, to take your space. You know, that you've probably been very mature, you know, giving people right when they are wrong, being the better person even if the other person is an a-hole, you know, that type, which is amazing. No way that is wrong, you know. But there's still more for you to experience when it comes to your full potential in your being and who you are and how much of you can exist in a space, okay? That is the type of awakening that you're going through. 9 of Cups. You know, it will be solidified, the things that you have learned about yourself, that it will come easy for you to just take your space, say what's on your mind, and going on to say no. It will be like unattached when you say no. There will be no vibrations around it. Like people won't get angry, like, oh, what's her problem? No. When you say no, people will be like, oh, of course, sorry. Like, why didn't I think about that? Like, of course it's a no, you know? It's the easiness of your being that will take more place. Of course, the part of your message is that you will become what feels like home for you. The 9 of Wands with the 7 of Swords. King of Swords. Ten of Cups. And yeah, let's take one more. King of Pentacles. And let's put it there. It's a bit uneven, so I'm gonna take the one underneath the deck, and it's the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so from now on, when this shift happens, that you will get a sign through your relationships, how they will shape up to become much more harmonious and peaceful for you. You will decide that there's no way you're going back. The reason for that is because of how quickly life will start to show you that you're on the right path, that you're flourishing, that you're starting to take care of yourself in a very loving way. Life will be very reaffirming to you, to take care of you, to make sure that there is no turning back. And when you start to sense how you are changing into becoming more joyful, and just that it's easier to be you, that is when you will be convinced that there is no way you can ever turn back. Not even for someone else's sake, not even if someone would come and beg of you to become the old you, because you were nicer and you reminded me of my grandma, things like that. You'll be like, you know what, I love you, but there's actually other people that are like that will suit you perfectly. I just don't think I'm that person anymore, but I love you. Go in peace. I'm in peace. I haven't disturbed your peace. You haven't disturbed my peace. That sense of fulfillment, that you will allow things to come when they come, and you will allow things to go when they go. Why? Because you already practiced that in your tower moments, that you stayed still when life went up and when life went down. You stayed true to who you are. And then it just takes life some time to shape up a little bit and to get more stabilized, to come where you are. And then it will be much more harmonious for you in your relationships, in different areas of your life where you have been needing to say a lot of no's, okay? Because of how stable you will be in your identity and who you are and what you exude, the no will almost be subtle. It will be like if someone asks you something, you will just give a look and they will be like, I get it. Thanks for being honest. Thanks for being sincere. I appreciate it. You will be mirrored back by others, this new self-confidence and this new sense of relationship that you've discovered that you have with yourself, that will be mirrored by others and by life. Let's take out 2 messages for you. Okay, so the first one is forget me not, remembrance. Memories and the past hold the key. Okay, that's interesting. And the second message is crocus, breathe, calm, rest, stop, and just be. Okay. The message is very clear and direct for you, that you will soon enter a phase of deep healing that will be you will experience it as a phase in your life that is encouraging you to move on from past experiences, that are encouraging you to move forward towards peace and harmony, towards the word no, towards actually just you, who you really are. And by that healing, you will also start to experience yourself as easy to handle or to deal with. And I don't mean that you're a project or something like that, but it could have been a lot of things going on with you that you had to deal with on a daily basis. The healing that is to come for you is actually that you will be able to heal some parts that have been taking a lot of your attention and a lot of your energy. And by them getting healed, you can use that energy and that time that you've put on that to start expand and to look into the new foundation of you and what you can create out of that. Okay, group 1, this was your message. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's take a look at your message. You chose card number 5, and the message for you is reach out to the potential that is calling for you. And it also says potential and possibility, future, highest self, quantum. Okay, so the thumbnail that I wrote or created, that it said that you will soon have this and it will feel like coming home. So there is 2 parts to this coming home type of experience. The first one is a potential inside of you. It can be untapped, can be something you've known about, and it can also be something that just awakens inside of you all of the sudden, that it just shines its light on you and like, baby, I'm ready now, let's go. So that's the first part. The second part is the possibilities that it will open for you. And this is, of course, this could be, of course, something that you know very well. This could have been something that you've been working on, going on for quite some time. And if that resonates for you, that you're like, yeah, this has been going on for quite some time, then know that there is like a new ignition for you. There is more that you don't know and that you haven't seen, that is connected to the possibilities that can be created from your potential in this thing, okay? We have the Lovers, Nine of Swords, and Seven of Pentacles. Okay. There seems to be a sort of decision that has to be made by you, and it looks like it's like the first step for you to take. This decision can be very hard on you, can be something that you've been pushing forward and resisting. The reason for that can be many, okay? For some of you, it can actually be that you're not quite ready to move on towards the possibilities yet, because there are other things that you need to focus on right now. It could be like health issues. It could be some, even just like financial stuff standing in your way, that you have to solve those things first. And then you know that you can move on because you have the means that are necessary for you to be able to go in, examine all of these possibilities that your potential can create for you. But it looks like the first thing that will happen is that you will actually need to take a decision. And it won't be a hasty one. Like, you can take your time with it. You can truly tap into yourself and just to know what is the best decision for you. It can be a decision that is concerning another person, and that is why you find it difficult to take this decision. But just like a little information for you to get ready, that there is a decision you will have to make. That could also mean like some type of sacrifice or saying no to something, to someone. But why? Because there is something that is calling for you from your inside that is very, very, like it's taking all of your attention. It's becoming louder and louder. So this is something you will have to face and something you will have to deal with. But you don't have to stress it just because it's important, okay? We got Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others, okay? And you have Petra in Jordan. Okay, I'm getting why this decision can feel like a mountaintop to climb, and why you've been maybe pushing it a little bit further down the road, and you know, there could also actually be some outside circumstances influencing this decision that you have to make, that there are things that are outside of your control. And you're like, there's no way I can make a decision when things are like this. Or maybe you're not even able, like there's no possibility for you to make a decision. And here's the thing, you need to stay very clear, very like King of Sword type of energy, clear in your mind, cool in your mind. Because it looks like what is coming through now for you is that this breakthrough of potential, no matter if you're very well tapped into your potential or if it will be like a new awakening for you, there will still be new aspects to it that will present itself to you. Those aspects, it really looks like it's part of the path that you're supposed to take. It's part of, like, let's call it life purpose or your dharma, what you're supposed to do while you are here, okay? It's some sort of like mission or purpose. Yeah, okay. So because of that, there is always hurdles for us to overcome, to put behind us, okay? And that is part of you creating your destiny. That is part of you accepting that your potential is your destiny by not giving up and by saying yes to your potential over and over again, no matter what is going on, no matter what is happening. If you just keep saying yes to your potential, that is when you're gonna get closer and closer to what it is that you're here to do. For some of you, this is quite literally that you are a healer, okay? But this is something that you were born to do. Like this is something that as soon as you start to do it, it will come effortlessly, okay? It's not the first time you do it. Let's just say that, okay? It's not your first time doing this. You will actually realize pretty soon when this thing becomes part of your daily activity that you're actually a pro in this. So you got rest and creativity, okay? Can I just say something? There are like one or two of you that have tried out the healer work, maybe not as a profession, but as part of simply just being you, okay? There are some of you that have been born into a family where you were the healing archetype, the healer, okay? And you did that quite amazingly. And then you went on to do the same type of job at school, okay? You were a student, but you were still working as a healer. And maybe you healed even your teachers by being a student that they just dreamt of, that like nothing was working out for them as a teacher. And then you showed up and they're like, oh, this is my purpose. This is why I'm doing this. Like this beautiful human being reminded me of why I go to this school every day to teach. And that has just been going on throughout your life, okay? And you could actually choose as a grown-up that is ready to leave certain archetypes behind and certain roles that you had behind. You could actually totally shift and choose something else as your profession, okay? That could be why it is difficult for you to take a decision, to make this decision, because you're like, but isn't my true potential a healer? Of course it is. That's why you started doing it as soon as you were born. But it looks like that is also something to overcome, or there is an aspect of you being a healer that needs to be overcome. And then you will actually, when you heal the wounded healer in you, there is like new doors and new possibilities that will start to open for you that you weren't quite aware of before, because your focus was in one direction towards you being a healer. Can be something else, guys. Okay, I'm just using healer as an example, but I think, like, in the comment section, I think I will see some of you write that you were born a healer, and you, like, yeah, the whole story with that. But because this will heal this aspect, whatever it is, and you won't have narrowed down your focus to this thing that you were born with, you will actually start shifting gears, shifting your focus, and start to be like, oh my God, I had no idea how interested I am in this field. I had no idea how great I am doing this thing. Like, I've only done it once. This is the first time I try it out, and I'm quite amazing at it. Like, imagine having this as a job. That is what I see for a couple of you, actually, okay? For others of you, you will go deeper into the thing that you were born with, and out of that make a very important decision. Whatever it is, no matter what group you belong to in these two groups, you are supposed to say yes to your life purpose by things coming standing in your way, and then you keep saying yes. And then another thing comes standing in your way, and you're like, I don't care, I don't see you, you're not here. My yes hasn't changed. And you keep doing that. And then all of a sudden, you're standing in a room with doors, like 10 doors every what's it called, wall. And you'll be like, yeah, let's figure this out. Let's examine. Let's be curious. Let's see. Okay. You have the Tower. Yeah, you know, some of you will actually make a U-turn and like, okay, I get that I was born with this specific archetype, whatever it is, but I've played it out. You know, I've already experienced that. I would love to have a new experience. So the new experience, you can still draw things from the past one. The new archetype you want to embody can still have traits from the one you want to put behind you, because you still honor your past, right? You don't want to forget about it and everything that you've gone through and everything that you created. You just want a new type of experience. 9 of Pentacles. You know, I'm getting like 2025, April, May can be actually quite crucial for you. Have the biggest type of breakthrough moments for you. You could actually be like being worked on and being prepared for 2025. And I'm also getting that the decision to be made can actually come in November or December of 2024. Or let's see, because this is a timeless reading, it will be like 3 to 4 months from whenever you're watching this, and then the breakthrough will happen another like 4 months after this decision has to be made by you. We have the 3 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, you're being molded to be able to deal with the expansion, like deal with it, like you know, to be ready for, because sometimes things can go big very fast and it can be overwhelming, especially if we've like been in some sort of hermit phase. But you're being prepared now to be able to deal with things shifting and growing quite fast. The 8 of Swords. Okay, so another thing is coming through when it comes to the timing of this, that 2024 could be a year where you feel stuck and where you feel like nothing is happening. Life doesn't care about me, life isn't listening, like I'm doing all of these amazing things and still I'm not getting any results. That could be this year, and that will stay with this year, okay? You have the Queen of Pentacles. So no matter what it is, that it will be the new archetype that you will start to explore. It looks to be something that will add to your salary or totally take over your salary and be the only one that you have. But it looks to be like a job. It looks to be something that you want to express that is quite fresh and rejuvenating and exciting for you. For some of you, it will take you to places you've never been before with the 3 of Wands and 8 of Swords. It will give you most definitely experiences that you haven't had before. And on the bottom of the deck, of course, we have the Justice card, because we're talking about like you living up to a contract that you decided this for you long time ago, and now it is happening. Like 2024 is a big preparing moment, a long moment, and then 2025 is more of a breakthrough year for you actually. But it is you coming into your truest nature on how to be in connection with different archetypes and what to do with them, knowing when their time has ended and knowing when it is time to move forward towards something else. Big part of your destiny. Like this is a destiny card, you know, and this is something that you will explore. So when it's about time for you to make a decision, take it easy, like be cool in your mind. You can have your heart big and fiery, but still be cool in your mind, and just know when the timing will be correct for you to leave some parts of like the roles that you had in the past, so that you can finally start to explore new roles as part of your future, like in 2025, but also that future actually becomes your now. Let's get out 2 messages for you, maybe even 2 advice for you. So we have Orange Blossom, Enthusiasm. The best can be here. Believe it. Yeah, you guys, like this is quite literally the message for you. The best can be here, believe it. So even if it is quite hard right now and has been all through 2024 for you, where you've been trying to figure things out, just trust that the future you know is yours will one day simply become your here and now. Okay? The other message for you is Sweet Alyssum, I think. Clarity. Bright paths of understanding will open. Yeah. This very much reminds me of these energies right here, with you being illuminated by your own creativity, you being illuminated and gaining clarity about something else, something new that you would like to experience about your own potential, and just follow that, follow it all the way through, and paths will open. That is the most important message of that card. Paths will open for you, group 2. It really looks like 2025 is your year. Okay, I will end your message here. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really hope it was helpful, and I also hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let's take a look at your message and the card that you chose. It has the number 18 and it says, "Don't worry, darling. You'll find your way." The red rose. Overcoming obstacles, finding joy, carefree. So this could be where you are at right now, okay? Where you are doing your best, being amazing at overcoming obstacles that are maybe even constantly showing up on your path. And you're like, I can do this. I can kick every single one of them out of my way. Just know that it's not meant to be your type of life. Like, overcoming obstacles is not your lifestyle, okay? That is not supposed to be the life that you will live, okay? So just remember, don't worry, darling. You'll find your way, okay? The way will get clearer. The way will become more joyful and carefree for you. You got the Queen of Pentacles. The Star, yeah. The star of the show is what I'm getting with Queen of Pentacles and the Star. Very powerful position. Okay, let's see again. And then the Princess or Page of Pentacles, and underneath the deck we have the Six of Wands. Again, the star of the show. Who among you is going viral, guys? Like, this is amazing. Okay, very specific, right? So let's see what the general message here is for you. So we've already touched on what could be going on right now in your life that can be quite taxing on you, and that you need some time to recover after this. You need to take care of yourself, and you actually could need to put some money into your physical needs and your material needs. This could mean getting massages. That is a very luxurious thing to do, right? Because it's usually quite expensive, at least like in the Western part of the world. But that will also be part of your healing, and there is wisdom inside of you that will guide you towards how to use your money when it comes to your material needs and your physical needs. The material needs can actually be to spend money on you in a way that makes you feel good and makes you feel seen. And that could even mean that I'm getting that there's some sort of like glow up for you. So maybe you need to get a new haircut, or get like curious about a skin routine, you know. Those things also cost, right? But I feel like that is needed for you right now. But also, listen guys, this glow up that will be a need for you. You will feel that you need to do those things for you, because it will make you feel great about yourself. It is actually some sort of preparation. This is like a learning thing right here. Like, you're learning how to look amazing, be amazing, have amazing things, because it is part of a future thing in the past. Like over here, like we're here right now, and then over here, let's see what cards will actually end up here on the table. That the glow up is a preparation for something. That's why I'm getting like, oh, the star of the show, you know. Like, maybe you will be seen, maybe you will be noticed, maybe you're going on a job interview with a lot of competition, but this glow up will make you shine. That haircut of yours that you've been thinking about getting but maybe haven't had like the inspiration to decide what to do, like that will make you stand out, you know, something like that. So we have let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. That could be a specific advice for some of you, that you could be, we've already talked about the situation it could be in that can be quite hard on you. For some of you, you need to actually just make that decision that I'm done with this. And, oh, I'm getting a sneeze. Oh, sorry. Yeah, speaking of letting go, right? So that could be a conscious decision you will have to make. Maybe what you are experiencing is that you're sick and tired of how things are. And that is true for you, right? Maybe it also is like that you're like, I'm ready, I'm done, I just want to move on. And even though we can experience that conviction about us being done with a situation, there could still be a lack of decision making in it. Like you're stuck in a job that is just draining you, and you know that you're done with it, you're tired of it, but still you're not making any decisions to find a new job. So that's just an example. So for some of you, it needs to be more conscious, the decisions that you're making and taking, to actually be quite physical in the decisions, like be practical about it, meaning take actions towards it, towards letting the old go. Because what I'm getting for you is that if you're scared or nervous or unsure to let something go, that is so understanding. Like, I understand that is so natural. But it's just that group 3, like, it really looks like you have some amazing things to come your way, that you can almost comfort yourself with the future aspect of your life, that you will be in a higher position, you will have leveled up, at least in one area of your life, and you are right now being even guided to start to glow up as a preparation for a much bigger leveling up. Okay, so the sacred site you got is Glastonbury. This whole cycle can be going on for a whole year for you. And there could be a breakthrough coming in for you, like in December through January. Like the first month of 2025 could be where you get some sort of communication or message or reply that will be part of this huge leveling up. This is actually it's interesting, it's the second group to start getting messages about 2025. That's interesting. Maybe it's like something on the collective preparing us for the year to come. But guys, like, you got the star here, you got the sun coming up there to just show you the way to go. Yeah, and this said, you'll find your way, and the way is towards the sun. There's absolutely an aspect of this of being seen, maybe even being admired, because you got the 6 of Wands underneath the deck before. So we have anxiety next to let go. We have ghost next to the card that represents like the timing of 2025, and more specifically like December, January. Okay. Give me just 2 seconds. There's nothing wrong with the video. I'm just a bit quiet now. Okay, I have no idea why this is coming, but it looks like you will get a revisit from the past. I don't know what kind of revisit, I don't know what nature it will have to it, but I do see it making you a bit frustrated or angry. And just know that when that happens, stay with that, because that will be part of you being directed. Okay, directed towards like this bigger glow up, this star type of energy. I have no idea what that means, but I just want to be very clear in this message to you. There will be a revisit from something or someone in your past. It will bug you, make you angry. Stay with it. Don't push it down. Don't look the other way. Don't try to ignore it. Stay with it, because actually the fact that you will be annoyed will be part of how life will redirect you. Okay? Oh, all the cards wants to come out. I love when that happens. I just take that as a sign that you're so seen, you're so heard, okay? Your way is getting clearer. Okay, so the first card you got is the Strength card. You know, maybe August was very difficult on you, or something happened or like culminated in August of this year, or because this is a timeless reading, a month ago from whenever you're watching this reading, that is part of this anxiety and letting go. Okay? We also have the Devil. Again, of letting go, of being free. Maybe it is even that you need to allow yourself to be free. That is why the message came through for you to be conscious about this. Be action-minded about the decisions you make to become free. So maybe this bugging, this resurfacing of the past, revisiting from the past, happened in August for some of you. Then stay with it, because it seems to be bugging you, annoying you, not sitting well with you. It will lead to something that can even be called as ultimate freedom, okay? If this didn't happen in August, this is what will happen like right before this year ends. Or it will come like in the beginning of the next year, okay? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, we're getting into what you're being prepared for. Ooh, I like this. Eight of Wands, okay. And Two of Pentacles. You will be busy. A lot of activities. Either you will be like outsourcing things, building up a team, cooperating with others, having some sort of enterprise, having some sort of something that you will be very busy doing. Just know that this thing will be filled with rewards and come back to you with rewards. So it won't be something that you just put out and then it will just fall flat or drain you or your finances or something like that. This is something that will come back to you. You will put it out and it will come back to you. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you know, right now maybe you are in a situation where things seem impossible. Maybe even if this thing right here of letting go, leaving something so that you can experience new things, maybe that thing also seems impossible. That, and you know, I'm not saying that you're wrong when you assess your situation, like how could that even happen, because maybe that is how it is right now for you, but it looks like there's an opening, and it will unfortunately start with you being annoyed and bugged by something happening, but follow that through. There is sometimes great wisdom in annoyance and being bugged and just like been fed up with something. Listen to that because in there you will find great guidance towards a big glow up that seems to be surrounded by your physical reality, your material world, of you giving something out that will have an input. You know, output, input, also seem to be going on for a long time. Can also be that one thing starts and you will get the inspiration to start something else simultaneously, having two side things, or having one main thing, one smaller thing, and work with them together. But there is an expansion. That's why I was getting like the word enterprise and cooperation and like big things like that that will benefit you. You will be rewarded by this also. So if you are right now like this main card of you, like, don't worry, darling. If that is where you are right now, don't worry. You'll find your way. You will soon be inspired again to start taking care of yourself, have that glow up. When you start feeling inspired to do that, go with that, because it is preparing you for a much bigger glow up, something like the star type of energy where you will be seen, you will be standing out also. Okay, let's get two last message for you, and maybe it will be advice that comes through. Red rose, courage, be brave, be strong, believe. Yeah, you got the red rose there. So I'm getting like this rose is telling you the same as this card. Just don't worry, you'll find your way. Things won't stay the way they are right now. They will change. Whatever it is that you're stuck in right here, you can actually use it as a stepping board to gain some momentum through your anger, disappointment, to use that to move on. Heart sees compassion. Tread a little more tenderly. You know, this looks like makeup to me, so I'm getting like this is the glow up. Maybe if you are stuck right now and you feel like it is, you can't see a way out of a situation, start by taking care of yourself. Like your material needs, your physical needs. Go get the massage, go get your hair cut, get that skin routine into your daily routine. Do that thing that will make you feel like the star, like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I love how I walk, I love how people look at me when I walk, you know, that type. Get into that. That is your advice. And then you will feel a bit more rejuvenated to deal with this letting go type of situation. Okay, group 3, I hope this reading was helpful. I will end your reading here. And I just want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. It means so much to me. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye.